Tony D and Little Jones asleep on the couch, and this is a screenwriter's rant on the Artful Dodger. Whew. It's a prequel to Oliver Twist. Smash like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Check out my books. Links in the description. Comedy Horror in South Jersey. It's the Pineys. Books 1 through 13. Available at Amazon.com. Don't forget, Kindle Unlimited is free. So I had to reacquaint myself, but in Oliver Twist, there were these characters, the Artful Dodger and Fagin, who they were pickpockets. This is, I guess, a prequel, or might be a sequel. No, I think, didn't Fagin die in Oliver Twist? I don't remember. But Oliver Twist isn't in this, so I think it's a prequel. And there was a bunch of kids who were pickpockets, and yeah, it might be a sequel because he's older. Maybe Fagin didn't die in the original story. I don't remember. So they were pickpockets, and then I don't know. The Dodger becomes a surgeon somehow, a medical surgeon in the Victorian era. And but now he's on the hook. They're going to cut off his hand if he doesn't come up with a year's worth of salary, which doesn't sound accurate for Victorian era stuff. I don't think they cut off people's hands. But okay, let's forgive it for the show. The thing I don't like about the trailer is it looks too brightly lit. It looks like TV. The lighting reminds me of Briscoe County Jr., the old Bruce Campbell show, and that had a similar problem in, like, it didn't feel like the Wild West to me at all. This doesn't feel like Victorian times. It feels like movie sets. Everything feels like a set. Too well lit. Maybe not this, but most of it. So I do like the Jack White music in the background. I don't know. It looks like it's kind of fun, but it looks like it really doesn't have much to do with Oliver Twist. Other than the names and the sort of tie-in with Fagin. Like, you could have just created a new show in this time period, and it probably would have worked slightly better. I think this is on a ship. The windows make it look like a ship. So, I mean, it's not the worst premise I've ever heard, but at the same time, it doesn't feel very genuine. And this girl, I don't know who she is. I think she's a new character. She's the girl boss they threw in to make this show more inclusive, I guess, or to give them a love interest. The clothes look too nice. The buildings look too nice. Everything looks way too clean to be that era, to me. And that makes it feel like they're cheating it because they didn't have actual access to all the period pieces they needed, I guess. See, like this. It looks like a palm tree in the background. Right there looks like a palm tree. That's definitely not England if that's a palm tree. Building this stuff. This ground. It looks like the desert. Did you shoot this in LA? Because that's what it feels like. Feels like the whole thing's too bright and sunny to be England. Even this shot right here. It doesn't look like England to me. It looks like California. So, would I watch it? I don't know. It's the kind of show I like. It's got scheming, and I like characters that scheme. They're a little sketchy because you kind of don't know where they're going to land. So, like Fagin, he could be a good guy most of the time, but every once in a while he gets tempted and crosses the line. That could be fun. So, but the whole look of it's off somehow. I can't quite can't quite figure out how. I don't have Hulu, so I wouldn't buy Hulu just to watch it. But if somebody was watching it, I guess I'd dip in. It feels, again, like Briscoe County Jr., which was a show that I could step in at any moment and step right out of it and not feel like I was missing anything. I don't know why that was. It kind of like was always right here. Never, didn't seem to have any peaks and valleys. It wasn't awful. It wasn't great, but it was okay. It was watchable, but it was all kind of the same. This feels that way. Like, okay, you're going to do all kinds of little schemes and stuff, and it's going to be Victorian era clothes and things like this. Like, even this. Like, these guys look kind of appropriate for the time, although maybe not this guy. He looks a little out of place. But this background, I'm just looking at it going, that's not England. That's not England at all. It's definitely not London. I guess it's supposed to not be London. Maybe it's out in the Shire somewhere, but there should be woods everywhere. It just looks like they shot it in California, in the desert. That's not England. So, yeah, I guess I kind of can't get past the background. I know it's weird, right? I don't know. When you have an eye for this, things start to bother you that you don't know. Most people wouldn't even see, right? I mean, it was kind of that way in MASH, I guess. It wasn't really shot in Korea. It was shot in California, but, I don't know what Korea looked like, so I just assumed it kind of looked like California, but I kind of know what England looks like. And that background ain't England. Yeah, this looks like an old Western set. And I'll tell you, the Jack White music, I love it. I love the Jack White music in the background, but I don't think it helps sell the concept of the show. I think it should have been more classical music, harpsichord, that kind of stuff. That might have helped it a little bit. Yeah. I don't know. I don't even think it's that bad. It just seems weirdly off. If they had done this, just done an original show, you could have maybe explained all this stuff away somehow. You could have set it in a different location. You could have changed up the characters. You wouldn't have to worry about it so much. But when you do something that's an extension of something as classic as Oliver Twist, you kind of owe it to the original thing to be somewhat true to it. I don't know. You tell me. Would you watch the show? Anyhow, that's it from me, Tony D, and Little Joan, sitting on the couch. Thanks for tuning in. I will be at Le Overture Books on Saturday from 1 to 3 p.m. For a book signing in Pleasantville, New Jersey. And then on Sunday from 10 to 4, I'll be at the Greenwich Artisans Fair in Greenwich, New Jersey. Hope to see you there. We'll see you tomorrow.